reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network. All right, so why don't we start, since we're all here now? Why don't we start by getting a little bit of a tour of what Western Rohan is going to look like, and some of the highlights of the areas of what players can look forward to as they come into the expansion of Helm's Deep.
Sure. Well, I've started you here in one of my favorite places, right by one of the Pukelman statues, and I always come here because I think they look really great. These were carved in, I think, the Second Age. They're all over the road to Dunharrow. So look at that Pukelman.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we're pretty far up. I was gonna run off the cliff, but we're a little too far. So I'll teleport us over to the dark door and the beginning of the Paths of the Dead, and then we'll head back over and check out Dunharrow.
So now will we be able to be questing in the Paths of the Dead? Will we have a quest line that runs us through that, or are we just seeing the entrance?
We're just seeing the entrance in this update.
Okay. So we can do the tourist thing and go stand and wave and get our picture taken.
Pretty much, yep. And watch Leo light some things on fire with his runestone.
It was scary in here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Leo doesn't like it in the dark.
Oh, no.
We might have also gotten too close. I always get very casual when I'm on an admin character. I'm like, I can go anywhere, do anything I want.
Yeah, my screen has gotten very dark all of a sudden.
You guys want to follow me? Head back. Of course, Leo's engaging with someone. Yeah.
There you are. This is a dark and scary place.
It is. I just got myself a little turned around.
I was wondering why we were running through the woods, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
okay.
yeah, I was about to say I talked a big game when I was like, oh, I'm an admin. Nothing scares me.
Did we lose someone? Is Layanor around?
I'm at the dark door right now.
Oh, okay, we
Oh,
ran down
okay.
the path. Come with us. Don't be tempted by the dark side. Oh wait, wrong game.
If you don't catch up to us, I can eventually just teleport you to us as well.
You should probably teleport me because now I'm cowering in dread.
Oh no. And you are Gungar?
There you go.
Not to be confused with Gungans, also.
Wrong game.
Alright, so we're just gonna head over to, yeah, we're almost there, perfect. To Dunharrow. And check out the military camp that's been set up there. Oh, look, this is actually exciting. I haven't been over here in a while, and they've added some flowers to this field.
Oh wow.
It's pretty nice.
I prefer to think that they've grown since we last.
Aw, Leo, that's
Since we last
sweet.
been here.
That is one thing, one of many things that Lord of the Rings Online does well, is that's those huge vistas and landscapes. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah, our world builders, they really do a great job. One of the things that I sort of like about that they've done with Dunharrow specifically is that you can really tell that it's a military encampment. You can sort of see that in the order, in the organization, but it feels kind of lived in. Like it doesn't necessarily feel like they had all the time in the world to set it up.
right.
it's sort of the little details that when you talk to the world builders, you know, they always talk about that. They're like, well, you know, everything would be in super straight lines here, but maybe not over here because, you know, because of who set it up or who's living there. Or... So, yeah, I like this quite a bit.
So they try to get into the NPCs' heads a bit when they build their camps and such.
They do, yeah, definitely. Okay, so we're gonna hop over to. I'm just gonna sort of take you on a little greatest hits tour of Western Rohan.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's not just like getting in their heads as well. Sometimes it's based on, like, there'll be a throwaway line somewhere in the book which just offhandedly says that they will, you know, you look to the distance and you see such and such.
Ah. Okay.
And that'll become the basis for like the whole area that they've built.
Right.
Yeah, and sometimes they like there's an area, and we've shown it a little bit before. There's like a little stream, and the world builder originally looked at it and was like, "Oh, this would be perfect for a bridge," and I have a whole plan. And then, but there's like 2 lines in the story that describes the Fellowship running across this sort of little stream, and it was like, well, I guess there's no bridge here.
I think we're missing someone again.
Uh-oh, all right, let's see.
Get in there.
Is it you, Olive?
Nope.
Nope. Sorry.
Although I do
we're missing-
appreciate the teleport 15 feet forward.
Gungar, am I missing you again?
Yep. I'm getting there.
I don't want to miss the
I
fourth
have the beta client on a slower hard drive, so it takes a little bit longer.
Wow.
Well, I brought you to a very nice vista. Fords of Isen. Definitely weren't any disastrous battles here.
Wow.
Yeah. It's sort of a reoccurring theme in Western Rohan that you'll notice as we go through. A lot of it is on fire.
Yeah.
It's just sort of where we are, where we are in the world. You know, the war is here in a big, big way. Okay, so we're outside Helm's Dyke.
No, we ran inside. We're
Yeah.
sneaking a peek. We're tricky that way. Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of breathtaking, right?
It is.
And there's all these things I know, like, I don't know if you guys were able to listen to our concept artist Lucas, who did a lot of the who along with Chris Pearson did a lot of the planning for this area. But the amount of thought that went into this space is sort of unbelievable. Just from the fact that, you know, he sort of imagined how this valley was formed through glacial movements, and then the fact that, you know, Helm's Deep in and of itself is a Gondorian fortress. It's just been occupied by the Rohirrim, so, you know, the way that they built the architecture of this, you know, they really made it a Gondorian place, and you can really see that in stone. But then all of the wooden structures with the thatched roofs are all definitely, like, you can feel them, like, very Rohirrim.
Yeah.
They've added some horse statues. They've made it their own. You know, it's lived in.
Right.
But there's really been a lot of thought, because if you think I was excited to make Helm's Deep, you should see how excited they were.
I bet they've been waiting for a long time.
Indeed. And we can sort of run around, or I can sort of hop you up. One thing that's really sort of mind-blowing is how big it is inside. We get in, you can just sort of see the scale.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, will you players be able to just come and ride around this and look without being in the big battles?
Yep, this is the landscape version, actually.
Okay. Well, yeah, there's no orc army out front, so.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Helm's Deep is definitely on landscape.
Wow, just the sheer scope of this thing is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is huge. Are there is there an auction hall and crafting halls and stuff in here as well?
You know, that's a good question. I mean, I know that there's trainers. Let's see.
What does your map say, Layanor?
I know, I'm looking. The forge. I don't know if there's an auction hall.
I don't believe. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure during the discussions we went to the place which is intended to be the main hub, and it's not. I don't
Yeah, it's
remember.
Aldburg.
Aldburg.
That's-
Aldburg.
I don't know where that is. Yeah, hometown of Aomer.
Wow, I'm just climbing and climbing and climbing. Wow. This is gonna get a lot. You know, if you had a most screenshotted location contest, I bet you this is gonna be it here at the top of Helm's Deep.
Yeah.
I'm
And
on the stream that goes through the wall. It seems kind of like a security hazard.
Could be a weakness of
That's
some
true.
sort.
That's true.
Leo, you're being paranoid. I'm sure it will be fine.
They just spoke to me and have built the wall all the way to the ground.
Well, how would you get the water then?
Right. Come on.
Buckets.
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 Many, many buckets.
Yeah.
Wow.
Guys, I just took a selfie in the Hornburg. It's no big deal.
Yeah, this does look. I'm down there now. I mean, this is definitely a security risk.
Just a little one.
Right? Right? It's massive.
Who should we tell about that? Okay.
Arms and pliers and you're through.
Oh, if only Legolas had made that shot a little bit better. Really. It's all Legolas's fault.
I mean, that's sort of the story of every day, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's always the elf's fault, right?
I got a parking ticket last week. Legolas's fault.
That guy's so inconsiderate.
Well,
right.
you guys want to see other places, or? you
Yeah, we would. So, what can you take us to where our new hub, our new main city, is going to be?
So this is Aldburg. Aldburg used to be the capital of Rohan, so you can sort of see one of the things that we try to do is create that sort of past grandeur. So there's these beautiful statues up here, but they're pretty old.
Right.
It's like Arcel has put up a new tapestry since I was last year.
Oh, it's possible.
You guys and your tapestries, which
Oh,
are
it's
amazing.
awesome.
We do love tapestries.
This one has like a, is that like
The
a sort of
beacon?
a Rohirric Battle of the Planets vibe to it?
Oh.
Hmm.
Don't know if you're getting that. I'm sure that Battle of the Planets anime was a big influence for the
for Tolkien there, yep.
We take inspiration from all of them.
Look, a Gundam.
These people, down there.
Wow.
Yeah, this is great. It's fun to bring Leo through because especially some of this stuff we haven't really done a tour of the worlds in what, a month?
Yeah.
So I haven't been to Aldburg in a while because I've been so focused on Helm's Deep, and it's really fun to see the sort of ways that the world builders have sort of tweaked it and polished it and added stuff.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying looking at Drunk slumped over the table, guy right now.
I mean,
Oh,
I've seen this guy before.
that drunk guy in Snowboard. Yes. In the house there. When I discovered him the first time, I just died laughing.
there's a pair of NPCs, and now I forget which town it's in Western Rohan, where there's a guy passed out on the fountain, and the guy next to him is splashing water on his face to try to wake him up.
I haven't seen that one. I have to go find him. Them.
I wonder. Oh God, I want to go find him right now.
Tour of Middle Earth, like find all the drunk people.
I mean, that's called the Meat Hall tour.
What is your? You know what? I know this is beta, and this isn't even my character, but I can't.
I
leave
am
a stable
afraid
master unclicked.
of what is happening to these lands.
That's so funny.
I can't. I can't. It's just. Yeah. Anyways, what's Hannah? What's your favorite spot, other than Helm's Deep, in the Helm's Deep expansion?
Other than the poop pen,
Yes.
I took you earlier.
Where we started.
Okay, I'm gonna take you. It's called Beacon Watch, and it's just a forest, but it's where the session play takes place, where you play as King Folka, the hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And this is sort of like the stuff that I really love about Lotro. Is just these, just the landscape. It's just really pretty. And I don't know. The first time I came here, I was glad that I had something to talk about because I really wanted to show it off.
So it's like, quick, make something work over here because I want to show.
And luckily, this is where we do the session play of King Folka, and as you play as him fighting the boar of Everholt.
Wow.
Okay.
And I think I've already told this story, but I really like it. When we did King Folka, we had already made a tapestry. Of course, it always goes back to tapestry in Eastern Rohan of King Folka. So when we did the concept for him and his appearance, we referenced the tapestry that we'd already made.
That's awesome.
And luckily, it was the same artist who, one of our concept artists, Lucas, who is an extreme Tolkien fanatic. So when he had made that tapestry, he had already done his research about King Folka. So,
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, everything is exhaustively researched.
Are we kind of in dusk now?
We are. I think it could just be raining.
So it's not a good time for the King's graveyard? No, it's called the
Oh yeah, it's over there.
I think that's better at night, although it's pretty great both times.
Yeah.
But it needs to be a little dark for the lighting to come on. It's my second favorite place in the game.
So now we take you to once you took you to Leo's favorite place.
So the only ideally we would come here at night when it's lit up. I just tried to change the time in the server, but failed because I couldn't remember the command.
Sounds about right.
Wow. And of course, if I could read this language, this would it's labeling the crypts that these are, right? The tombs.
Yes.